Here's an instructional video on When the Saints Go Marching In on page 44. As you can see, the piece is in the position of C, so your hands will be in good old C position. It's 4/4 time, which means that there are 4 beats per measure, but notice that this measure only has 3 quarter notes. Do you remember what that's called? When you have an incomplete measure, you might remember that's called upbeats. The first beat is missing, so we start on beat 2, 3, 4, and every other measure is pretty much what you expect in terms of the counting. And you should place the counts in this music. Make sure they line up to the fastest moving note and only place the counts once. So I'm going to get you started. Right here is beat 1. I'm going to line it up with the rest. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like you to pause this video now and complete putting the counts into the rest of this piece. But before you do that, just take a look at the very last measure and notice how many beats? Only 1. There's the missing beat. And of course, there's a repeat sign. That means that you play this piece again. You go back to the beginning and play it again. So go ahead and pause the video and put the counts in the whole piece. Okay, so now you're back. And we can see that the right hand has to play some melody and the left hand has to play some melody in this piece. A little bit tricky. We'll go over that in a minute. We can see that there are some chords, especially in the left hand. Do you recognize this chord as the C chord? What about this one? The one with the kissing notes? Do you recognize that as the G7? Actually, I put G7 up here so that you could see it. And then down here, finally, when we get to this measure, it says F here, and you can see that these 2 notes have been popped up. They're a little higher, so there's your F chord. All right, so what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to actually go ahead and practice those chords and practice the beginning of this piece. So let's go ahead and just practice the chords that we'll be playing with the left hand. Here's my left hand in C position. I'm looking at the second line of music and seeing that the left hand is going to have to play a C chord. As a matter of fact, on the second line, second measure, do you see it's rest, chord, rest, chord? It'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next chord is the G7, in which I'll have to put these 2 notes together, 1 and 2, and stretch my 5th finger down a little bit lower to play the G7 chord. So let me play those together. This is the second line of the music, starting with that second measure where it says Saints Go Marching In. And play it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then now that we're on the third line, you can see that we're going to play the C chord again for a few measures. And finally, toward the very end of the third line, you'll have to play the F chord. Remember, that's where you keep your 5th finger the same, but you're going to move your thumb up and play your 2nd finger, which should already be on the F. The idea is that these 2 notes go up, pop the top. So C to F. Just practice that for a minute. Now I'm going to play the third line of music, starting on the second measure of that line where it says want to be in that number. And I'm going to play what's there, the C. This is just the left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was the F chord there at the end of the measure. What we probably should do is practice just the left hand from the beginning, all the way from the beginning, all the way to the end, to see if you can play those chords in the right positions. Okay, so here we go from the beginning. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then we'll start with the left hand on the 5th finger, skipping up a third to the 3rd finger, and then the 2nd finger, and then the thumb. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 5th finger, skip up, 2nd, and thumb. Rest, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, chord, 3, chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, G7, 3, 4, hold for 2 beats, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest, rest, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, F, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then it goes back to the beginning. You should probably repeat this part of the video where I just played the left hand. Go back and do it again until you're comfortable playing the left hand by yourself. The next part is the right hand. We put our hand in position, starting on C at the very beginning. Notice that it goes up the interval of the 3rd. So we'll go up to our 3rd finger, then our 4th finger, and then our 5th finger. I think in some ways the right hand is a little easier than the left hand in this piece. The issue will be trying to put the hands together. But let's just do the right hand. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and I'll come in on the 2nd beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You're holding it. 2, 3. Keep holding. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note, half note, half note, half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Keep holding. 1, 2. 3rd finger. Up. 5, 2. Skip down. 4. Skip down. 2. Go up. 4. And thumb. 2, 3, 4, 1. Likewise, you should go back and probably rewind this video. Try that again until the right hand is comfortable, until you can play this right hand even when the video is not playing. Okay, I'm going to go back now, and I'm going to play both the right hand and the left hand, but just for the first 4 measures to see what it's like. This is what we call imitation. That's where the right hand plays a little part of a melody, and then the left hand plays a little part of the melody. Okay. C position, the right hand starts on C, the left hand starts on C. Make sure to hold the right hand down when it gets to that whole note, even as the left hand is playing. It'll sound like this. 4, then you hold it, keep that down, the left hand will come in, and then you play together, then you lift and play the right hand by itself, and then you hold it, the left hand will come in. You see how that works? Let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Left hand, 3, 4, 1. Right hand, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should take a moment and practice that on your own. Maybe pause the video until you can play those 4 measures. Now here's the next 4 measures, starting with Saints. Notice the right hand plays Saints, that's a half note on G, 5th finger. And it's half note, the left hand plays the chord while that right hand is still holding. See that? 1, 2, 3rd finger, chord, thumb, chord, 3rd finger, chord, 2nd finger, chord, chord, chord. Next line, half note. Let's try that again. Ready? Starting with Saints. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You'll probably have to practice that several times. I'm going to keep going. Now, oh, I want. So it'll be oh, right hand, oh, 3rd finger. Oh, I want. Chord, chord. Thumb, 3rd finger, chord. 5, 5, 5, 4, F chord. 4, 1, 2. Let's go back and do that again. Right, 3rd line where it says, oh, I want. I'll count to 2. 1, 2, 3rd finger. 3, 2, and thumb, chord, chord. 2, behold, chord. 5, 5, 5, 4, hold, chord, chord. 1, 2. A little tricky, that part. So again, practice that a little bit, pause the video, try it, and come back. And here's the last line, starting from When the Saints. So 3rd finger, 4th finger, 5th finger, chord, hit it, 3rd finger, hold it, chord, thumb, hold it, chord, 2nd finger, hold it, chord, thumb, hold it, chord, 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 chord. Let's try that in time. Ready? I'll count to 2. From When the Saints on the last line. 1, 2. When, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So I just illustrated to you how to learn a song. First, look it over. Second, try just the hands separately. 3rd, break it up into smaller sections. And finally, put the whole thing together. This could take a while, several days. I'm going to go back and I'm going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play it one time through, just to give you a little chance to do it. Here we go, from the beginning, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Thumb, skip, up, and hold. Left hand, 3, 4, right hand, and 3, 4, and hold it. 5, 3, 2, 1, right hand, thumb, skip, up, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 5th finger. 3, 4, 1, 2. F chord. F, 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 2, 3, 4, and 1. Chord. 3rd finger. 2, 3, thumb. 1, 2. 2nd finger. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So keep practicing that one, and then make sure to watch the practice video on this piece so that you have something to make sure that you're still staying in time.